Okay, we're here with Sab-Sunen, Booba Frog, 5 minutes 6/6, reach, trample, indestructible. It can't attack or block unless it has an even number of counters on it, and it gets a counter at the beginning of your first main phase every turn. So when it has an odd amount of counters, you draw 2, and then an even, it can attack and block. It would be really nice if this had vigilance. You know, that'd be kind of nice instead of like one of the other 3 or something like that. But it's probably fine. So juggling 1/1 counters is ideal. So you can swing and also get the draw 2. This does cost 5. I envision myself struggling to get this into play consistently against like the standard meta, but I'm sure it'll happen sometimes. We have a lot of cards. This is why I'm kind of on the edge about playing it on standard, or I was at first. But there are actually a lot of cards that do give you 1/1 counters to juggle in standard, so I don't feel like I have to go into historic with this one. If I do go into historic, you get the crazy cards, Uro, Mana Drain, all that jazz. The 55 1-minute ramp spells, all that, the minute works. But I think it works here. I feel like it does. I'm willing to try it. It's got some pretty interesting cards in it. Like something like this. Put counters on it, counter something. You know, why not? It's got this. This is a new card. This has really nothing to do with the commander, but it's like an explosive vegetation in a weird form. Flying Death Touch, though, you know, parch removal spell. Weird. Aether Spark is a card it juggles counters, right? You just put it on your commander and start doing that. I don't know. Same with the Lost Jitte. It does what I want, but my commander or something has to swing, and then this has to go onto the commander. Just feels kind of slow. So it just feels a little all over the place with trying to get this to work. But it certainly is heavy into green, which is a positive, because it was like heavy into the blue demand, it would be a lot harder. Green is a little bit more self-sustaining. We could probably play mono green, honestly. Could just go completely mono green, but it's safe to play just a few blue cards. Might as well play the best of both worlds, right? Yeah, that's about it. Juggle 1/1 counters on this. Hopefully we swing with it and draw a lot of cards with it. Yep, that's it. That's all I got. Okay. Alright, let's do it. Come on. Come on. Huh. I wonder if I want that. I've not seen this card before. It's pretty oh, it has to be your graveyard. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not feeling it as much as I was a second ago here. I would love to play this as a creature, but it's probably just as fine as a not creature. I think I'll be alright. Okay, is milling... Why do we want to mill? Okay. Sure. Alright. Oh, is this an insect? That is. Kind of don't want to exile your own stuff, though. Okay, I'm glad I did what I did there. They did not swing for 2. Don't know why. This is a black-green deck. Doesn't have counter spells. Alright, send it. Nicely. This is why. Yeah, opponent's playing cards I have not seen before. I like it. We're online, though. I can almost kick this. Oh man, I really want to kick this. I don't know on what, though. Can't kick it on a vehicle. Well, not usually, at least. Whenever one or more lands, put them on the battlefield tapped. Alright, so we play this. We're gonna kick it. Oh, we just need something to actually kick it on. That's the problem. I don't actually have anything to kick it on. I could kick it on this. That's probably better than the average draw. This is good with Doppelgang as well, if I wind up finding that. Let's tap this for Llanowar Elves. That way I can keep up Snakeskin's Veil. Okay. So we're both kind of doing what we want. Sort of. I did just keep a land on top when I have infinite mana. But it is sort of relevant here. Shield Druid, alright. Fortunately, we don't have to really worry about that one. I'm going to get rid of the 1/1. I can kick and copy this. It's just not that exciting. Okay, wait. Can I block? No, I can't. I can now. So... are we going to get there? Looks like we actually are. Oh, that is huge. Alright. Sweet. It worked. Okay, it's working. Oh! It's working? Alright, so I can kick Shield Druid. And that is funny, and I might not get a lot of options to kick anything. So I'm gonna kick Shield Druid. Oh, keep that one. Sacrifice your whole board. Alright. This is cool. What do you mean, Simic BS? This is peak magic. What do you mean? I can't flip this, but I'll take the... I think that's a good trade. I think that's a good trade. How many? They get 8 bugs. Alright. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 forests, which is kind of a lame amount of forests, honestly. But I'm still gonna play this. I'm just not presenting lethal with it. Even if I ultimate it, it's only... yeah, it's not lethal, so unfortunately I just have to plus. But that's okay. I get another attacker next turn, and I have a counterspell, so this is okay to me. This is okay. I can swing with this, actually. I can also swing with this. It does have trample. This doesn't seem like a bad attack, even if it isn't like... I mean, this has trample, so blocking with a single bug is not the most productive. Destroy target creature. So if I counter this, am I winning? I think I can actually let this go. I think I have to let this go, because I envision something far worse happening in the future to me. On my opponent's next turn. So I'm just going to have to let this one go here. And I technically don't need it to kill them. I do have a giant trampling, ever-increasing size threat. And they don't have a lethal amount of bugs. The green Gear Hulk would be a problem here if they had that. That does not matter in any sense. Actually, what does this even do? Just in my opponent's deck, alright. Okay, that I don't like. That is A-okay. They have all the mana, yep. But they're out of cards. But so are we. Swinging with their commander's kind of insane. Alright. Either my opponent accidentally swung, or they were just conceding. There's probably a good chance they were just simply conceding here. I don't know. I mean, against this I kind of do, but... yeah, I guess. I don't know. It feels free. Do I play Gwenna or Circuitous Route? Probably Gwenna? Although, Circuitous Route... no, we most assuredly play this, right? Yeah, this has to be the right thing to do. Because they either deal with it or Kaito just might struggle because I have put creatures in play. Alright, so no Kaito. This does not deal with... it's actually an unusual decision. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe they just, like, hope I don't have a land or something. I don't know. It seemed weird. So if they go Witness Protection, Kaito, I probably just lose immediately. Or whatever the other Witness Protection is. I'm not sure I have any card in my deck that deals with this. I don't think I do. Not sure. Alright, so I pass. Odawara? I don't have Odawara. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't really look at the lands when I was making this. Alright, so I can do this for 1. And I'll put the counter here. I guess. Oh, come on. Really? Your last part is negate. Come on, game. How? How do people do it? How do they do it? How do they do it? Someone tell me. And then they perfectly mill over a land like this. How do people do it? Okay, well, clearly nothing matters, so... swing. Last card is always in the gate. Well, it feels like it. Crazy. So... so, the Dart Frog has reach. I didn't expect this 3-4 to work. Okay, well, so much for that. Yeah, this is standard Brawl. Otherwise, it's just mana drain for days. We did it. We did it. Oh, we did it. Okay, we actually did it. So it looks terrible here. Like, my situation looks like a nightmare. Why would my opponent concede? But I'm going to untap, and I'm going to probably apply serious pressure to Kaito, while also having a Vigilance flyer, which could be extremely difficult to deal with, right? Like, this sitting here is a genuine stonewall. Oh, what are we playing against? I didn't even look. Oh, okay. Didn't even look. Oh no. I have no idea what you take. That is nuts. Sure. That means this game will last a long time. My opponent has no credence on dealing with this situation sooner. Why didn't they mill themselves? Isn't that what you're supposed to do? Alright. Weird. I don't need my commander to resolve, fortunately. Do I even cast it? Yeah, I mean, I still cast it. Still cast it, but I don't need it to resolve. It did resolve. I want to have some kind of exile? Oh, sure. I mean, it's kind of the same as countering it. Okay. Again, milling me and not yourself doesn't feel like it makes a lot of sense. Sure. Yeah, they milled me. I get a land off of Bonnie. That's funny. Okay. You got it. I'm going to hold on to the Cavernous Souls, so my opponent might think it works to leave up counter magic, but it doesn't. Not a big thing. There's not really many creatures in my deck, but there are some. They got a Gwenna? Okay. This has escape, but that's not too big of a deal here. I don't think I want Burst Sleep, but actually, maybe I do. Maybe I do. Alright, so I can move this. And there's no reason to put a counter on it right now. They can swing with... Yeah, I was about to say they can do that, but it doesn't really do anything. Do they have to double block? Okay, maybe not. Didn't they commit a crime? Yeah, they could have milled me for 3. Not really a big deal, but they could have. So, I suppose because this game is almost just straight up over, I'm just going to put this here. Just Cityscape Leveler is nowhere near good enough here on its own. So I think we have this. I'd be rather surprised if we did not. I will also cast this. Might as well. Alright, so we can put a counter. I mean, yeah, again, we just put the counter when we go to combat. Yeah, there's not really anything that my opponent can do there. They didn't have any counter spells, actually. This is like, and Portal to Phyrexia. Just the antithesis of everything that, yeah. Alright, I don't have double green, but I don't think the game can be played while this exists, so. Oh, I'm actually on the play, too. Ooh. A friendly Ketramose player? What is this? What is this? Alright, unfortunately I have to deal with that, so. I will. Okay, so counterspell, or what do I do? I think I'm gonna actually counter this. No, you know what? I'm gonna draw. I'm gonna draw. And I'm gonna get rid of that land. And that is a good idea as to why I did what I did. Lore nerd? What do you mean? Look at it. It's in the artwork. It's in the art. I don't know. I didn't. It ain't me. It's in the art. Opponent thought they were gonna get me. They thought they were gonna get me. Okay, actually, maybe exiling cards is not the best idea. Actually, this swinging is also not a too big of a deal. Oh, come on! How? What? What? Oh, you know what? Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, taste the third one. Taste it. You. Wait, can I swing this turn before I go get ahead of myself? I can. I cannot exile any card. Oh wait, no, it's only on your. It's only on their turn. It's only on their turn. We're fine. It's only on their turn. Everything's okay. Get rid of that. Surely the third one will do the thing. So counter here, swing. They can't block. And then we do this. Surely the third one gets me there. Come on. There's one more in my deck. If they have a board wipe, so be it. Actually, a board wipe doesn't do anything. Never mind. Doesn't actually kill my frog. This is what it takes to beat Ketramose. 3 Frogifies. Okay, that could be problematic. It is not, per se. Okay. Can I play that? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8? No! Alright, still should probably just do this. Both of these are mid. This one isn't actually all that mid. Alright. Torpor Orb shuts down the initial ETB of my Overlord, which is why I haven't been excited on casting it. So I'm going to... Actually, this desyncs my commander. Alright, we'll just play it. That's fine. Fine with me. Let's exile from my own graveyard. Might end up mattering. And level it up. So my opponent can swing, or they can block if I swing. And I'd rather them never have access to their commander. I think that's how they get back into it. So I'm not going to swing. Alright, they had the answer. But fortunately, it kind of panned out that it's probably still better for me of how things have just happened here. Pick your poison. Unfortunately, not really do... Oh, hey! Hello! So we want a Kaimil. We can do this for 2. I don't really want an Elesh Norn, honestly. But I will take a Kaimil. And even more lands is okay, honestly. Like, more lands is just fine. This also is fine. Keep that one. Word 1. So this goes... It alternates because it's an odd number of counters. I should be able to swing, yeah. An odd number of counters is ideal here. Keeping Elesh Norn around instead of blocking is interesting. I mean, honestly, we could actually just play Kaimil ourselves. I'm not too big of a fan of that card usually, but... Alright, so if one has an answer to... like, everything, which is a nightmare. Creature or enchantment, so they can't exile Portal to Phyrexia. Alright, so why do they concede here? I don't know. They can exile my commander, can't they? It doesn't have hexproof. It has Ward 1, and they don't have a land. It's got Ward 1. No, excuse me, it has Ward 2. It has Ward 1 twice. Alright. Yes! Yes! Oh, man. I would have forgot. I would have forgot. Oh, taste it, Ketramose. 3 Frogifies, and you had to sweep your own Ketramose. Oh, taste it. Brownie with all the logic. Didn't I told you about this. You can't come into my chat and then just bomb drop a bunch of logic that I overlook. Can't be doing that to me. I feel like we have this discussion every day. Yep, got one thing to do. Oh, they got counterspell? By all means. Oh. I should probably read this. Flying, Vigilance, End Step, Cast a Spell, Draw. Alright, so it's just the blue-white control, Spurp, Derp, Herp. We will... I don't know. Well, it's not like dodging counterspells gets me anywhere, so just keep casting cards. Does it have flash? This doesn't have flash. Okay. Love to see that. So, basically have to shut it down if I want to play the game. Play that. And pass. Alright, so they don't have a commander, but they can still play the game. They're just not drawing infinite cards, and then I proceed to not play the game. They didn't swing. Probably a bit of a mistake. Probably wanted to swing there. Alright, because they have counter spells, we'll do things that you cannot counter. Always nice. This also has a chance of actually hitting Cavern of Souls, which is a little kind of nuts. But so does this, right? That does not work. That doesn't work. I still get the activation. Actually, that may have been a huge mistake. Yeah, that probably was a huge mistake. I mean, you can counter it back on the way down, but it's... yeah, that's the second person who's done that. They're like, oh, I'll just bounce the exhaust. But the exhaust is on the stack. Doesn't do anything. Alright, let's thin our deck of lands, shall we? Okay, opponent's just out here countering everything. Love it. Alright, well, I have a lot of mana, and am probably in a good spot. Oh, there we go, we got it. We got him. So what do I do now? I would really like to resolve Portal. I suppose I can lead with Archdruid's Charm. No. We just cast this. It's okay. It's alright. Yep, that's fine. Well, for someone who has had, like... Wait, what? Okay. What? They didn't cast their commander. I'm gonna keep casting mine. Is this just where my opponent has to be? This feels like a complete miserable position for my opponent to be in. But I guess I'll take it. Whenever they go to cast this, I can shut it down. I'm curious if they genuinely will cast it. Maybe they just don't have to. No, they do. So now I can doppelgang... I mean, screw all that. I just destroy your board. Alright, we got giant scary spells, and they all basically have to be answered. Man, my opponent has full stop. Really done a good job at dealing with everything. So we can do this for 2, which is okay with me. Let's do this and Forest. What if we... Hold on, wait. Am I overthinking this? What if I just did this? This is hilarious. Alright, how do you beat that? That certainly is not how you beat it. So, I have 3 forests. I can doppelgang for a lot. Copy forest and my opponent's commander? No, that's dumb. Other forest? Yeah, alright. Alright. Make a bunch of 8/8 tokens. This is... Did I just win? No, I didn't win. Alright. Okay. That was awesome. I mean, you don't have any attacks, and I have giant 8/8s that you probably can't deal with, so... Oh, this is great. Yeah. By all means, go back to the counter spells. What does my opponent even do here? Like, what does my opponent actually even do? I'm gonna bait out a... No, I'm not. What am I talking about? I'm just gonna swing. I don't even need to cast Nissa. That is not nearly enough. Okay, we're getting there. I think it is actually enough now. Yeah, it is. I can give one trample. Doesn't matter, though. Yep, I'm not going to make a move. We want to put the damage here. Oh, this is like peak gaming. Oh, this is... I assume my opponent had a counterspell, that's why I didn't, like, cast this pre-combat. There's just no reason to. Get wrecked! Oh, man, get annihilated. It's just so... Oh, man, look at this. This is ridiculous. Just more 7/7s. All of this is... Yeah, doppelganging lands was hilariously excellent. And there were forests, so the trample was, like, actually massive. Don't you do it. Alright, we're good. Looks like Shieldred's Edict for the 45th time. Told you. I told you. I said it, and it was true. Omen Path Journey isn't a creature. You can't kill it. I'm going to play 2 lands a turn, basically, for the rest of this game. The next 5 turns, and this cannot be stopped. It's already been 2 hours? Whoa. It to me, has only felt like an hour. Wow. Time flies. This is a lot different from yesterday, that's for sure. Shoot. It's already been 2 hours. Alright, it's mono blue, I don't have Cavern, but this is a 5-mana card, it's kind of steep. Jitte has done nothing. It's done... No, I don't agree with that. I think Jitte has done something in the games I've played it. I should say in the games I've actually been able to equip it, it's done something. Well, I gotta give it to my opponent. At least they're playing fast. Bouncing this is not very successful. It looks like they have a bounce spell, though. Illuge. I can copy that, but then it doesn't do anything. So it looks like it's a 1-mana bounce spell. Can it bounce my commander? Yes. Well, at least, we lost by being put to sleep. I guess. Are these counters? They are counters. Man, this person is very fast. This is weird. It's giving me anxiety. They didn't do anything about this? Wow. Okay. Bristly Bill. This will let me attack. I don't even know if that matters, but I'm gonna obviously try. Man, this person is super fast. I don't like it. I don't like it. Someone's faster than me. I don't like it. I don't like it. Okay. Ooh, that counter was useless. What? Okay, so River's Rebuke? What's going on here? Must be River's Rebuke. Bro, this person plays so fast. Oh my goodness. It has to be River's Rebuke. Am I dead to it, no matter what? Yeah, I am. Nothing I can do. Alright. You got it. It's not River's Rebuke. Okay. Oh, I do have to double black, huh? Yeah, tragic. Eaten by piranhas. Does that do anything? Copying Overlord 1,000 times. Can't be wrong. I can't swing. Okay. River's Rebuke is, or some sort of flying, or something. That's not it. Oh my goodness. Neither of my opponent's creatures are that concerning. I lost Nissa. Bit tragic there. Let's play this. And swing face. Are they just dead? Are they actually just dead? No way. Wow. I can't believe that. I thought I was going to be a death by 1,000 cuts. Just counterspell, counterspell, counterspell. But no, we actually just turned that game around. That is nuts. I thought it seemed like they had River's Rebuke to just one-shot me, but I guess they didn't. Game is over. Mark Posewater, yo. That do be their name. We actually have not untapped with a Llanowar, yeah. Which is probably a good sign. It means the format's just prepared for Llanowar Elves, not scamming everybody. So untap land just to leave up counterspell, right? I'm pretty sure this works. Assuming my opponent straight up goes for that. Yeah. Okay, one there. Alright, you just need it. At least it wasn't a mana drain. I wonder if I could have played Aether Spark there. I probably could have played Aether Spark there. I don't know if it would have been right. Karn Silex, what are you doing in here? Destroy each non-land permanent, blah, 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 blah. Okay. I will not attack. It's only abilities. Oh. I mean, I'm probably still losing. Just losing way less than I thought. So they can do this for... so far just one, and that would be the only mana cost that matters. I just really don't feel like letting the Aether Spark die for free off of this. So... I think I will play this, though, because if they do 4, that's like my opponent's entire turn. I don't care about that. Also, maybe wanted to push damage there. And maybe not wanted to swing to crack the clue. What am I doing? I'm in shambles. Oh my goodness. I played that turn, like, wrong from start to end. That was... jeez. I did, like, the worst things I could have. Oh my goodness. Wow. This is all saying they use the Silex. If they don't, then I made no mistakes. The benefit of doing this is they really want to use it. So now the Aether Spark looks way better. Okay, so I've desynced my counters in probably the worst way imaginable, and I'm really feeling the pain of that. Yeah, I'm feeling the pain of that. Alright, well it is what it is. Yeah, it's just definitely a mistake. Alright, I'm out of gas, but what I have is a very big deal, so... What can you do against it? I draw 5 cards next turn? Yeah, if I want to. I can plus this again to, instead of draw, to swing. But it would not be lethal. Drawing is probably just better. Especially when my opponent has something like a Tali in their deck next turn. Yeah, it looks like I should probably draw. I mean, it depends what I draw, right? I don't think swinging is all that exciting, especially when they just block it. Well, I have an answer now. Okay. I actually drew a way to do everything I want. Okay, are they dead? I think my opponent's just dead. So 5, 10, 12. Do this for 2. Play this. Oh, they're not dead. I can't swing and do everything I want because it just can't attack this turn. Actual tragedy. Yeah, I just can't do everything. I can swing for basically one-off lethal, though. I can't ultimate this and actually get this to swing in the same turn. Did I doppelgang for 1 less than I should have? Did I have the minute to doppelgang 1 more time? 4, 5, 7, 8, 9. I think I messed up my doppelgang. Yeah, I messed up my doppelgang. But it looks like it won't matter. Looks like it doesn't matter. Okay. Could have mattered, but it doesn't. So we can swing again, and then we just have lethal. Actually, I had lethal no matter what I do. Yeah, alright. So I might have messed it up, but I don't... Okay, well, at least our commander will win this game. Who's got the better commander? Let's see, I'm on the play, and I have the mana dork. And the counter spells. But, I mean, so can my opponent. Have I played against this before? Oh, it puts it in its own section. I don't like that. Opponent mills over a counterspell. Interesting. Alright. Is it worth shutting that down? Probably? No, it's not. No, it isn't. So, just pass. Kind of miserable. But I have counterspells, I guess. I have both counterspells, actually. Probably not gonna matter, but... Okay, it looks like it will matter. Do you not have a land? Okay. I feel like this is going to get a little wacky with both of these sitting in play. We'll see. I kind of hope they have an answer for mine, so that means they're not casting their own. I'd say it's rather likely. Okay, it's not only an answer, it's the exact same answer I have. Oh boy. Alright, I drew this, and I will cast it immediately here, so I can play the game. Opponent, please, let me play? No? What's this? Unless it pay 2, but I can pay 2. I don't have to do anything about that. Okay. So suspecting my commander is not... They give it menace, but it can't block. This is really weird. This is really weird. Oh no, it got weirder. I'm not even sure if I should play this 3-4. I don't think I'm going to. It doesn't feel necessary, and I would rather leave up my mutation. And honestly, also the clue token. Just don't think that the Kellyan as a 3-4 is doing really anything. Especially when my opponent has this much mana, and they were thinking for a very long time, and a turn which is interesting to me. Alright, so this does not look too concerning, actually at all. I'm not even going to make a move in this. It lets them swing with their commander, so I take 9, but then nothing else happens, so... That does not feel concerning. They tap their 1 mana as well. So we take 9. Yeah, I don't know. River's Rebuke in Standard is really not as egregious as it is in Historic. Have to do that. Do this. And pass. We're not playing this card. We could. It's probably okay. It only happens twice. It's not like your commander dies that much with counters. It's hard to, like, do anything after 2. Okay, this is why I left up the counter spell. Did we do it? Did we beat the mirror? We did it. Nice. We did it. Yeah, River's Rebuke is not that awesome in Standard. Okay, so this commander is actually really fun. It is a stark contrast to what I was playing yesterday. I was miserable playing Hazoret yesterday. I mean, I don't like aggro anyways, but this was really cool. Some people said near the end there that Lost Jitte might not have been right, and I kind of agree. Sometimes it was. You know, if it falls into the synchronization in which it is equipped, and then you're drawing 2 cards, and also able to attack or block, that's pretty cool. You just have to sort of get there. So I don't know if it's necessary. It does not, however, feel like a win more card. If it felt like a win more card, like, oh, look at this snowball on top of snow, like, then I wouldn't really like it. If it demands something in play that, like, makes it extremely useful and otherwise it's totally useless, I don't like it. But here, I think it just floats on a fine line of being just good enough where you can put this on a random... It doesn't have to be on your commander. You can put it on any creature, and then you can move it once it has any sort of counters on it to your commander, and then it's just doing its thing. But, You do not need this card. If you don't have a mythic for it, it's the one card I really don't think I need it. Aether Spark actually did feel really good. I like this one. That one was nice. Just putting it here, I can plus it. I don't have to -5 just because I can. If I need to make my commander do whatever it's going to do. If you -5 to draw 2, and that puts you in a scenario where this is now not going to draw 2, because you didn't put a counter on it, that seems weird, right? It's like, oh, I could have just plus this, and then my commander would have drawn 2, and I just plussed my Planeswalker instead of minusing it. I never got to use the -10. That would have been really nice. Especially with Doppelganger in the deck. It would have been nice to have that 10 mana. Doppelgang is basically a win condition. I don't know if I ever lost after having cast it. Rite of Replication is only creatures, but man, does it feel good. I think if you're not aware this card is in the game, at least in Standard, then you probably should give it a try in a blue-green X strategy. It's just almost another Doppelgang, really. It's hilarious, too, when it does kind of anything. It's just really funny. You could put more counterspells. When I played against the Mirror, they seem to have those, like, 2-mana Rune Snag cards that I'm not a big fan of. The 2-mana, pay 2 to soft counter, not mana leak, which is pay 3. That would be nice, but pay 2 is like, ugh. But there's like 15 of them, so if you want to run all of those, you probably can. I was only running River's Pull because it's kind of just your counterspell in Standard, and Repulsive Mutation can juggle counters, right? And it's usually always going to... I mean, every time you go to cast it, it's probably going to be a counterspell, but it also does 1/1 counter things. That's nice. I saw Cash. I saw this card. I don't really like it. It doesn't seem too nice, but if you don't like Lost Jitte, maybe this is just better. It's only 2 counters, and then it's kind of hard to ever get more counters on this card. So if you're alright with like this card that does something twice, that's probably okay. I mean, the logic is maybe the same with Snakeskin Veil. It only does something once. You know what, actually, I'm going to take all the Jitte. We're just going to put this in that spot for the deck list I upload. Not a big fan of it, but it's arguably better than the Jitte, and why not? The win conditions I was kind of concerned about. I maybe wasn't sure if I could actually close games out with just this alone, but that wasn't really an issue. I could just win with really anything. If you're just left alone, you're going to just find a win at some point amongst the pile of cards you have in your hand. The ramp package is pretty solid. It does feel like if my commander dies, I'm not doomed when I have a bunch of ramp spells, right? It's also kind of hard to deal with it. It is indestructible. Standard is chock full of indestructible commanders right now. Standard Brawl. I don't know about Standard. If Ketramose is all over Standard, then, my heart goes out to all of you, but Standard Brawl, there's a lot of indestructible commanders, so the blue Frogifies, the white Exiles, the black Edicts, like Shieldred's Edict, Liliana, the Veil, are going to be like your premium removal Sunfall, right? That's a white Exile. Counterspells, even, although Counterspells maybe not as exciting, because Cavern of Souls is still in Standard, but... So the Indestructible Clause is not as exciting as maybe it used to be, right? I'm sure Wizards is fully aware of that. Like, oh, we're printing a lot of indestructible creatures. How do people interact with those outside of counterspells? And we have Cavern of Souls, so how do they interact if they can't use counterspells? It's like, yeah, they need to run edicts and they print things that deal with this, right? That might be why there's 2, 3, 4, and these are all from Witness Protection from Streets of New Capenna originally. It's in Foundations, but yeah, these are all from separate sets. They're all from separate sets, and they're all just like are pretty good removal, especially for like a mono blue deck or something, or just non-black or whatever. Very good removal, and now we're kind of seeing, why there's so many of these in the game. It's like, well, you got to deal with this. It's indestructible. What do you want me to do? So, stocking the pantry. Whenever you put one more counters, put a supply counter on this, remove a supply counter. Yeah, you could. It does work with your commander in tandem. You play this and it starts accumulating and it draws a big chunk. Honestly, I probably could have ran this. I looked at every card in Standard that had the word 1/1 counter on them. I kind of put the ones I felt were the best. This is totally viable, though. Like, at first I wasn't even sure if I should play Historic, because I Standard, because I wasn't sure if there was enough cards to support this. But boy, was I wrong. Boy, was I wrong. Especially how the green ramp big scary thing is just a good thing in general, or at least sort of solid in Standard. So I wasn't too chewed up about that. But yep, that's it. I can absolutely recommend this commander, which I wasn't sure if I was able to do that, but I am. This was a good commander. I liked it. It had fun. I did get trampled by a Hazaret player after having suffered all day yesterday, but that's just how them's the breaks, you know. If I'm not the one piloting the race car and the start your engines, maybe someone else is just doing it better than I was. I don't know. I didn't really interact with them, though, to be fair, which is what I won every time when I was playing it. Just playing ramp spells wasn't good enough when I did it. Alright, that's it. So, like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.